The world didn't end when I thought I lost almost everything important to me, although it felt that way for a very long time. I spent a good portion of the last year grieving the life that I saw for myself, the life I wanted, and what I thought I deserved. And at first, I thought I'd be fine and float through this wave of challenges relatively unscathed. But being laid off from a job that I actually loved and ending a relationship with one of my favorite humans at the same time was an unexpected chapter in the story of my life. Starting over in my 30s was not what I saw for myself, but here we are. I was so unprepared to deal with the feeling of grief. I've never thought about grieving a job before. I'm not someone who is super motivated by 9 to 5 work or having a corporate career that I'm passionate about, but the job I had, I really enjoyed. It was perfect for my introverted self. I loved my team and it really met all of my needs. And being so unprepared to deal with the grief of losing that job was really unexpected. Since then, I've learned to be okay with that feeling. Instead of ignoring the pain and unworthiness I felt, I just sat with it. Was it too long though? I don't know. I don't think we can put a time limit on grief, honestly, because at first it was delayed. I was pretty excited to have more free time to pursue my passions since I wasn't working a 9 to 5 anymore. And I saw it as an opportunity to finally go after my dreams full steam. But what I didn't realize is that grief would hit me in such a way that I couldn't. I couldn't do anything. I felt unable to be fully present because of all of the emotions I was dealing with, and I let it stop me. I was constantly comparing myself to my peers and feeling like a failure. I was spending a lot of time alone, which means I was constantly in my head and overthinking literally everything. But in this past year, I've learned a lot about myself, and I'm turning 35 next month, and I still don't have everything that I want out of life or what I wanted for myself by this age. But instead of being sad about that, like I had been for the past year, I've gained a better perspective. So, a while ago, I posted a video about starting over in my 30s, and so many of you can relate to what I'm feeling, what I was feeling. And on that video, there were so many comments that really lifted my spirits and helped me look at things in a different way, which I'm so grateful for, because for so long I felt like I had to have a certain life by this age, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm still so young. And what I realized is, in a lot of ways, I was settling. I was holding on to people and things that weren't really the best for me. The job I had, even though I thought I'd be there for 5 to 10 years, it's not something that I saw myself retiring from. And now, currently, I'm at a job where I'm making almost double what I made in that last job that I got laid off from, which in the long run is helping me get ahead financially and living more comfortably, being able to do more things. And so, even though I don't see myself at this current job, I don't see myself retiring from this, but for this moment in my life, it's working out pretty good. The relationship I was in, I wanted to marry that person. I could not see myself with anyone else. I still don't know if I can, but that's a story for another day. But I wanted him to be in every chapter of my life. And I'm still learning how to live without them, and it's not easy by any means. You guys know, you feel like you found your soulmate, and they're so weaved into every part of your life and every part of your day, and when they're not anymore, it's really hard to wake up every day and live life to be honest. But It's getting a little bit better as the days go on. And eventually, I think I'll open my heart to love again because I'm really a lover girl at heart and I have so much love to give. But right now, I need my love the most. So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm spending my time learning more about what interests me and becoming the best version of myself. And for a while, I was so unsure of who I was and who I wanted to be. And now I feel the most sure about who I am and who I'm supposed to be. So, how do you start over in your 30s? First, you need to forget every timeline you set for yourself. There is no timeline. Because if you start a business at 36, you have still started a business. When you're 60 years old, you'll be glad that you did. And if you aren't married yet, you could literally meet your person tomorrow. There's so much societal pressure to reach certain milestones by a certain age, and I have definitely felt that pressure. I wanted and I still want to get married again, and I struggle with the feeling of it not happening for me every year I get older. And even though I have 2 children already, I hope that if I do remarry one day, I'm able to have maybe one more. I'm thinking about it. So I'm definitely mindful of my biological clock. And one thing that's helped me feel at ease with this stage of life I'm in right now is listening to stories of women who met their person at an older age. And I say older in air quotes because it's really not that old, but they went on to have more kids in their late 30s and even their early 40s. So it can absolutely still happen for me. 1 year later, I've successfully started over. I have a new and fresh mindset. I feel better about who I am as a person. And even though I still have some moments of feeling behind in life, whenever I feel that way, I try to remember all of which I have accomplished. I'm not a failure, and neither are you. And I'd be grateful to start over as many times as I need to, because with each time, I'm seeing it as an opportunity to rewrite my story.